excited. So today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and feelings on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So let's get straight into the unboxing. So this is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So inside the box, you get the iPhone, you get the USB to Lightning cable, and you get the little box with the pin, the SIM injection tool, famous Apple sticker. And that's it. So straight away, unboxing this phone and setting it up. The phone, it feels premium. I like the weight to it. So the phone does weigh 238 grams. So me, I prefer to have some sort of weight to the phone. I like the weight. I've wanted a phone with a bigger screen for a while, and coming from the iPhone 10 to the iPhone 13 Pro Max, it does have a much larger screen. The build quality, the bezels and the aerial antennas on the side, it does remind me a lot of the iPhone 5 build. That was one of my favorite designs of the iPhone. So one of the key features of the iPhone 13 Pro this year is the display. So the display is a 6.7-inch OLED Super Retina HDR display with ProMotion. And ProMotion is one of the big features this year, and it has an adaptive refresh rate of up to 120 Hertz. So going from iPhone 10 to the Pro Max, setting it up and using the phone, I noticed the big difference straight away. Everything feels even more smoother. It feels nippy compared to my iPhone 10. So on my iPhone 10, to me, it felt using the phone felt smooth, but with this Pro Max, with this 120 Hertz adaptive display, it feels it feels on another level. The screen resolution it is 1284 by 2778 pixels, which again, when I'm using the phone, when I'm watching any content on there, it looks really good and crisp. It does have HDR, so it still retains this HDR from when I had it on similar. I had it on the iPhone 10. It has True Tone, haptic touch, but again, the brightness, it has a max brightness of 1000 nits, and it has a max brightness of 1200 nits with HDR enabled. It's rated IP68, which means that it's splash, water and dust resistant. And yeah, I mean, using the phone so far, setting it up, really, I can notice a really big difference in the display. So in terms of the chip, it is rocking a new A15 Bionic chip, which is a six core CPU with 2 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores, and it has a new 5-core GPU, which is a bump up from my iPhone 10. It also has a new 16-core Neuro engine, and what that Neuro engine is used for is things like Face ID, the animojis, and any kind of machine learning on the iPhone, which is great for me, the camera is a huge upgrade. So the Pro cameras are consist of a 12 megapixel camera system setup. So the first camera is a telephoto camera, and it has a f.28 aperture. The second camera is the ultra wide, which has a f.18 aperture with a 120 degree field of view. Um, and the final camera is the wide f 1.5 aperture camera. So yeah, another big feature of the iPhone this year is the cinematic mode, which I'm gonna test that even further. So usually with when I'm using my phone, I don't really take that many pictures or record much video, but um, this is definitely something I'm going to try out, especially with the fact that cinematic mode, it records with a shadow depth of field. So it records in 1080p 30 frames per second, which is great. Also, I want to try out the night mode. So I haven't had this feature before on an iPhone, and I want to test it out because I know the night mode on Pixel phones are really good. So I just want to see how that compares to the Pixel phones. So video recording on iPhone, so you can record HDR videos in Dolby Vision, which is fantastic. You can record in 4K up to 60 frames per second. So you can also record in 4K at various different frames per second. So it does it in 24, 25, 30 and 60 frames per second, recording in 4K. And you can also record in 1080p HD videos at 25 frames per second, 30 and 60 frames per second. And also you can record in 720 HD videos at 30 frames per second. So another big feature that Apple was pushing this year, and a lot of people are really excited about as well, especially some people that I know that work in photography and film production, is the ability to record in ProRes at 4K up to 30 frames per second. But bear in mind, if you have an iPhone with 128 gigabytes of storage, then the maximum you can do is 1080p at 30 frames per second due to the file sizes. Because what ProRes does, the files have a lower amount of compression, which means that for people and professionals who color grade or use or edit in software like Final Cut or Adobe Pro, it is a lot better for them to edit them files. So after setting up the phone, I've only used the Pro Max for a short period of time, but so far it's been a nice experience. For me it's been an upgrade compared to my iPhone 10. The phone in my hand, it feels nice. I like the display size is amazing for me. The battery life is really good. Yeah, I mean, I use the phone throughout the day. My normal usage, and I'm still left with 65, almost 70% at the end of the day, which is amazing. I mean, I'm having to charge my phone less and less. I'm familiar with Apple's ecosystem, so again, it just works. And I'm going to continue to use the phone as I did with my iPhone day to day. Just try out some of the new features, and I'll do a follow-up video in the next month or two, just to let you guys know how it's getting on, if I've had any teething problems. Yeah, and I'll share that in an an up and coming video. So just want to say thank you for staying with me, watching my videos, watching my content. If you want to see more, please like, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys shortly in the next video. Take care.